Got a super fun calculator-free exercise for you today. Can we say what the square root of 60 times 61 times 62 times 63 plus 1 is without resorting to using a calculator? Absolutely, of course we can. It would work like this. Let's think of this first 60 as just n, and then we're multiplying by the next number up, the next number up, the next number up, and at the end, of course, we're adding 1 to all of that. We're going to group these in a special way. We're going to group the n and the n plus 3, and we're going to group the n plus 1 and the n plus 2. Multiplying n by n plus 3 gives us n squared plus 3n, and then multiplying n plus 1 times n plus 2 gives us n squared plus 3n plus 2. And again, we're adding 1 to that whole thing, and all of this is under a square root sign. At this point, we're going to engage in a little bit of clever substitution. You'll notice that n squared plus 3n is common to both of those sets of parentheses. So let's actually just say that there is some variable u that's equal to n squared plus 3n. That means that we can rewrite this expression as u, n squared plus 3n equals u, times u plus 2, and again, we've got that plus 1 at the end. When we multiply out that u times u plus 2, we get u squared plus 2u plus that 1 at the end, and this happens to be a perfect square. This happens to be the same thing as u plus 1 squared. So we can cancel out the square root and the square power and say this is the same thing as u plus 1. Now again, what was u? It was n squared plus 3n. So in fact, our answer will simply be n squared plus 3n plus 1. Remember, we started with 60, so that is the number that we want to plug in for n. 60 squared plus 3 times 60 plus 1 gives us 3,600 plus 180 plus 1 gives us 3,781. No calculator required.